I said it before, I'm going to say it again. The future belongs to artificial intelligence. I don't mean that super advanced machines are going to conquer the world and enslave humanity, a la Terminator or the Matrix. Sure, it's a possibility, but at that point, you'll have bigger things to worry about than your stock portfolio. What I'm saying, though, is that the companies that embrace artificial intelligence will trounce their competitors. And increasingly, all sorts of businesses are figuring this out. So if you want to understand this market, you need to understand AI. And that's why tonight we're going off the tape to check in with ThoughtSpot. That's a privately held company that makes business intelligence analytics search software. They developed the first relational search engine, meaning you can use ThoughtSpot's artificial intelligence-driven analytics platform to search through reams of data the same way that you'd run a Google search in English. And unlike the vast majority of analytics programs, you don't need to be trained as a data analyst to use ThoughtSpot. You can just ask it questions in natural language, which is an idea that Tableau Software recently jumped all over with its acquisition of ClearGraph, but more on that later. So let's check in with Ajit Singh. He's the founder and CEO of ThoughtSpot, who, by the way, was also one of the co-founders of Nutanix, last year's hottest tech IPO. Get a clear sense of the future of artificial intelligence in his company. Mr. Singh, welcome to Mad Money. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, too.
All right, have a seat. All right, something caught my eye that my staff put together. With ThoughtSpot, searches that used to require about 40,000 hours of analyst time, you get in a single click? How's that possible?
Yeah, so if you think about it, one of the biggest issues that is facing the businesses, there is, for every data analyst, there is 600 business users asking for reports and data, breathing down their neck. And what we want to do is to liberate both of them. We want to liberate the analysts so they can actually do analysis as opposed to just printing more and more reports and making small tweaks. We want to liberate the business users because they need to make decisions right now. They're not going to wait for a week for an analyst to build a pretty dashboard for them. So we built two key technologies, search and AI combined. And with search, people can ask the questions that have...
In a Google-like fashion.
In a Google-like fashion that come in their mind and instantly get an answer, charts, dashboard built right away for them. Many times, they don't even know what question to ask. Because if you think about it, one of our customers, De Beers, they sell over 100,000 different types of diamonds. And if they use ThoughtSpot for pricing analytics, if they want to understand, are they doing the pricing right? Should they break a particular diamond down into two, or should they sell it as one? There is so many possibilities and so many possible questions around that. With our AI technology, we can generate thousands of questions based on what people have been searching for. Just like in Google, when people are searching for a particular stock or a particular person, they know that it's very, very popular.
OK, but so let me stop you there for a second. How do they know about ThoughtSpot, and how do they know that it can do this for them?
Yeah, so we work with enterprises. Most of our customers are large enterprises. We have about 12 customers in Fortune 100, about 35 customers in Fortune 500. So we get deployed inside an enterprise, and we connect to different data sources, and we get exposed to all the business users.
OK, so where does it fit in within, say, a Tableau, which we've had on and is doing remarkably well?
Yep. So Tableau definitely is a company that I have a lot of respect for. 15 years ago, they built the most amazing visualization technology. We believe that the future belongs to ease of access of data. And we look at big data not as a visualization problem, but really as a human scale problem. How do you bring data to 1 billion knowledge workers that are out there? For tools like Tableau and Click and several other traditional
because I was going to ask you about Click.
You still need an expert analyst to build a nice dashboard, and it takes about a week to do that. You need really fundamentally built technology that can be used by an average business user, and that is what ThoughtSpot provides.
Now, we like Chevron here. It's one of our favorite oil and gas companies. And what we're trying to figure out is, why does Chevron hire ThoughtSpot?
Yeah, so we are working with Chevron's HR department because they do a lot of great things for their people, and they want to understand which of those employee benefits are working well for them versus not working well for them, and things like that, and where they should be hiring more, and so on, and how they should be growing, how should they help people grow their career. And they use ThoughtSpot to analyze all that data in a very simple, easy manner, because if you think about it, an HR manager is not a data analyst.
Well, but ServiceNow could do that, no? Or you have to work with ServiceNow? I mean, they do HR work or Workday. I mean, you can... This can be layered on top of any of these.
Yes, because those systems are systems of record. Then ThoughtSpot connects to all those kinds of systems and then has all the data to analyze.
Last question. I started by talking about how Terminator Matrix, I mean, we're not as good as you, as your algo. I mean, when are we going to be replaced?
Yeah, so there has been a lot of discussion about AI taking over the world and machines will take over the world. I don't subscribe to that dystopian view of the world. I really think that the key is going to be trust between man and machine. If you remember, and this cycle has played every so often. 100 years ago, when Henry Ford launched the car, first time people said these are fire-spewing monsters that shouldn't be let out on the road. But we have learned to coexist. The roads have to drive in a lane. Similarly, the humans will control the lanes in which AI will have to drive. And that is also a very key thing for ThoughtSpot, because every time we enable trust between the solution we are providing, we allow our users to look into what we did. So AI is not a black box for them.
Okay, good. No doomsday. That's Ajit Singh, founder and CEO of ThoughtSpot, private company with a lot of great answers. Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.